Hey, what's up YouTubers? I just wanted to do a quick review on the LSR 305s by JBL. I haven't seen many reviews on YouTube for them, and if there are, there's, anyway, nonetheless, doesn't matter. I just figured I'd add to the list of reviews if there are any anyway, so whatever. Just to give you guys a quick update. I guess I haven't really given you a first original video to these because I kind of held off on doing a video for them because to be honest, I was skeptical on how good they'd be. I thought, the JBL brand, I thought as a brand they're pretty good. They've been around for a long time, kind of thing, and I definitely have known about them for a long time because back in the day when I used to do a lot of car audio stuff, kind of used JBL stuff here and there, and there was definitely some really good subwoofers that they made back when they did make them, and they still make them now. But for their studio series, the LSR, yeah, okay, so I've had a pair of pre-Sonus Scepter 8s, which, if anyone knows what they are, they're basically a coaxial speaker. The coaxial design is designed to disperse the sound from one point, whereas these speakers have a tweeter basically on the top there, and then you've got the woofer at the bottom, so obviously you're two points of dispersion for sound. So when you're listening to them, surprisingly, you can't tell. But I thought, because I have had other speakers, just the two-way design where I've, the KRK Rocket series, I've had the 5s, I've had the 6 and the 8 and the 10 3. So the 10-3, that's the KRK with the subwoofer. And then the 5-inch or 3, sorry, it's a 4-way and a tweeter as well. So I've owned all of those speakers. Basically, from what I found, let me just attach the camera off the stand just so I can give you a better view of the speaker. So from what I found with these, I was really shocked. I mean, in a good way though. I've spent heaps and heaps of money on stinking buying different studio monitors, and I mean my setup's not the best, and to be honest, every room's going to have acoustic issues, but I'm in a small space in a garage, and these are 5-inch speakers, so as you can see, the woofer is quite small compared to other speakers I've had, where I've had most of the 8-inch, and I found that it's too much of an issue with size of the speaker in a small space, but with low resonance, bouncing off the walls and all that sort of stuff. I mean, at the moment also I've got a subwoofer. It's under my desk. I'll just go under there. It's a bit messy. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, that's the Yamaha HS8, the series Yamaha speaker. Anyway, so this is the speaker, right? So that's the box for it. I've had them for roughly just over a month now. Wow. When I saw a review on YouTube for somebody else saying these are the best speakers they've listened to, I was like, yeah, alright, whatever. Some people just say that. And they probably are pretty good, but best? I don't know. I've had pre-Sonus Scepter 8s, and to me, the stereo image on that, and I know that a lot of people can vouch for that. Like, for example, Dave Pensato, I'm pretty sure he uses the Scepter 8s now, and it's on their website from pre-Sonus. Anyway, they obviously, if anyone knows Dave Pensato, he's a really high quality mixer in the States. I'm actually in Australia, so anyway, so nonetheless, I digress. Basically, what I wanted to say was the stereo image. I mean, I've got them in a gap, so that box isn't normally there, but that's kind of the gap that I've got, right? So the distance between them is probably about 1.5 meters or so. I try and set them up in a triangle, equilateral triangles kind of set up, so my chair's basically there. Yeah, I mean, man, it's amazing, because I was listening to stuff that I had listened to, like I've got tracks that I kind of refer to always, go back to and listen to again, so I know what they should sound like on a good pair of speakers. I had the KRKs in this room, and man, it felt like I'd just thrown a blanket over the speaker. I mean, with the KRKs, I don't know, I've seen a lot of like really good mixes come from those speakers, and I don't honestly think it's just the speaker either, because sometimes it's how your ear perceives the sound too, and some people perceive sounds different to other people. And to be honest, yeah, I'll just put it back on the stand. But man, honestly, if you're in the market for a pair of studio monitors and you want something that's cheap, because here in Australia anyway, this pair cost me, it's just under $400. It's expensive here because we get ripped by the exchange rate with the US dollar and all that stuff. But if you're anywhere else, if you're in the States or wherever, I've seen them there really cheap. I mean, Amazon sells them dirt cheap, and if you look on Amazon, you can see hundreds of people say how good they are, but a lot of them are amateur. They just use them for listening to audio, just standard hi-fi audio, that kind of thing. But there are some people that talk about mixing with them. If you come across anyone that says it, listen to them. I mean, I'm not trying to sell these speakers, it's not my job to sell them. I'm not getting anything out of it anyway. I just want to help out people that don't know about speakers and that are looking or in the market for speakers that are high quality for low cost. And when you listen to the speaker, you actually be amazed. I mean, I can set up another video if anyone wants to put in the comments for me to do that. I'll set up another video where I'll set up my microphone and in the listening position and play some music back to you just so you can hear it. But honestly, if you really want to hear it, you've got to listen to it in person, in the store or wherever you're going to go to buy them. But yeah, definitely check them out, man. They're if not the best speaker in the price bracket, under $1,000, at least under $1,000 anyway, and they're not even close to $1,000 in cost. I didn't go for the 308s because I thought in my room they'd probably be a bit overpowering, and the other thing is I've got a subwoofer already, so I'm covering the low end with my 8-inch woofer. These are a 5-inch woofer and a 1-inch tweeter, so I'm kind of covering the whole spectrum of the different fields of sound. I think it's a perfect setup with a subwoofer. On their own, they are bass responsive. It depends on where you set up your speakers as well. But for me, with that subwoofer, I can hear the low end when I'm mixing, and also I can just really hear everything that I'm doing throughout the spectrum of the field of frequencies. So the other thing I just want to add into that as well, over the last year, I've had issues with my ears being bothered by what people call tinnitus. Sometimes in my left ear I'll have that. I found that the Presonus Scepter 8s, I'm not sure if it caused more of an issue with that or what, but it did irritate my ear a bit. But these don't seem to do that, and especially the good thing about these is you can listen to things at really low volume and still hear clarity and everything. Like, it's amazing. Like, that's what I was after. Like, I wanted to have something at low volume, somewhere around about a little less than 80 dB, lower as well, maybe 60 dB, just so I could listen to things at low volume and it didn't irritate my ears whilst listening, and you can just hear everything. It's so good. Like, I mean, I've got right now for my audio interface, I'll just show you the card I'm using. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but I've got the Apollo Twin. If you want me to do another review on that, I can certainly do that as well. I basically use Logic and Machine and stuff like that to make beats, also mixing and Machine. But yeah, I mean, that Apollo audio interface, that's another thing that's pretty cool. I had the Complete 6 before this, and that was a good audio interface as well. I can give a small review on that. I don't actually have it to show you anymore, but I sold that to buy the Apollo, and ever since then I've just been using the Apollo. So anyway, long video, don't want to keep gibbering on, and hit me up in the comments if you have any questions or anything else. Peace.